Hey everyone, it's Liz. Welcome to my Flosstube channel, where all we talk about is cross stitch, knitting, crochet, and needlepoint, and anything else that catches my fancy when it comes to doing crafts. Well, this is about take 8 at this point, so we're just gonna hope I can get through this and talk about all the things I actually want to talk about. Oh, it's been one of those weeks, people. I can't even tell you. So, we're going to start off talking about Whip Go. For February. The numbers were 7 and 8. And for those who've never seen me before or don't remember, I do my calls very vaguely on purpose. Because if I try to tell myself I have to work on a certain project, I'm usually going to say no. So, number 8 was a smaller project, and I showed this last time because I had already done it, but I'll show it again. I worked on Anne Boleyn. This is a Sheena Rogers design, and it came as a little kit. And this is where I got to. For my whip go, I always try to work 5 days on a project. And that doesn't mean any number of stitches, just whatever 5 days ends up being for me, which is sometimes, not going to be a lot, but that keeps me going. So that's what works for me. This is one of a set of designs I actually have from Sheena Rogers. If you love the tutors, check her out. She has a ton of them. And they're really fun little kits that have everything you need. So for number 7, that was a full coverage project. And so I decided to work on my stained glass mermaid. You may have seen something similar to this called Prefect's Bathroom. There's been a couple other ones. But this is basically the stained glass window from the Prefect's Bathroom in Harry Potter. I love this one. I just think it's so cool. I've got 5,163 stitches done on her, and it's about 13%. This also kind of shows you the crazy way that I work. I started this one in the middle, which I generally do if I'm not sure about my margins, or if I'm just having a day where I'm not trusting my measuring skills or counting skills. And then I kind of work up to that top left corner. And so you can see that I kind of did that here. I started on the mermaid, and then I kind of got out of town and went up into the top. So, oh, it's getting sunny again. So this is where I'm at. This is on an 18 count picture, this plus Ada. I cannot remember the name of the fabric, but it's something, they say it's close to 317, I think, in color, which is reasonable. I don't think that's quite true, but reasonably close. So that's my February whip go. Now, if you were with me last year, you might have noticed that a few times last year, I would get the same call, the same vague item on the same day. So the two numbers called would both be the same thing. Like both of them would be Paris or Thomas Kincaid or something like that. Well, it happened again. For March, numbers 9 and 24 are both new stars, which I love. I'm not going to lie. So we're going to delve into some new starts here. The first one that I'm going to show you is these Clooney tapestries. I'm only going to start one of them, and I'm going to do this one. This is called Sense of Taste, and it's kind of hard to see in this picture, but she's got some kind of chalice or something in her hand, or a bowl that's got some food in it. So that's the one I'm going to start. This is a very old Dimensions leaflet. 1987 was the date. And this is one of those ones that's got like the color printed. So it's going to be a little bit of a challenge. However, I do actually have a lot of experience working with these. What I do is I take pictures with my phone. Then I put them into a program on my laptop that's called Drawboard. And what that is, it's really meant for doing kind of graphic design, things like that. But you can put them in, you can blow them up, you can zoom in as far as you need to, and then you can use a highlighter tool. So it's basically like using the paper with highlighter, but you can zoom, which is important in these because this is teeny. I mean, I don't want to get it too close because I don't really want to give the pattern for copyright reasons, but it's just really, really small and can be hard to do the counting. So I'm going to be working this on a linen, and I'm sorry, as usual, I've lost the sticker. But it is a beautiful red linen. Look at this color. It is gorgeous. I think this is going to work out to be like 16 count or 18 count. It's really, really small, but I'll be doing it 2/2. So um, I'm super excited about this one. Um, I have been to the Cluny Museum in Paris and seen these in person. They're amazing. If you ever get a chance, just go. It's just one of my passions. I am a huge history buff, and so I just love working on anything to do with them. The second one that I'm going to do is this Luca S. Gold Collection Tapestry Kit. It's called Camper's Cabin. I just think this is so pretty. This is something my husband gave me for Christmas. And this is needlepoint. Anytime you see tapestry, that really means needlepoint. That's what they call it in Europe. And so this is on a canvas. It is thick. It kind of looks like Ada, but it is a canvas. And it's got the grid lines, which I don't use. I've never used grid lines before, so that'll be interesting. And believe me, I'm not going to trust them 100%, but I am all ready to start on this. This one also is on paper, and look at the size of these pages. Yeah, so this is going to be a paper and highlighter job, but that's okay. I've got a lot of experience stitching that way. I've actually been stitching for about 45 years. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. So back in the old days, that's how we did it. That was the only way we knew how. So um, it's not going to be a problem. But it is different because I've gotten so used to using the pattern keeper. You guys have me addicted to it. So yeah. So 2 new starts for WIPGO for March, which is awesome. I'm really excited. All right. So what else have I been working on? I laugh every time I pull this out because look at how janky it is. This is Rapunzel. We all know this is a Teresa Wensler kit, but this is Janlin, and it actually says designed by Just Cross Stitch, but it's Teresa Wensler. And like all wonderful Teresa Wensler charts, this is one of those ones, it's on paper only. I do with these, I also take a picture of them and put them in my draw board so I can blow it up, use a highlighter easily, and also still be able to see all the crazy backstitching because these are known for crazy amount of backstitching. But um, it's just gorgeous. If you haven't done Teresa Wensler, you should. They're amazing. So look at all the detail in here. I mean, trying to make sure I can get it in here where you can see it, but yeah, just gorgeous detail. The colors are beautiful, except her face. Look at her face. She's funky. I did double check the colors. This is how it's designed. So I'm just telling myself she's an 80s girl. She likes blue eyeshadow and kind of bad makeup. It's cool. I'm sure it's going to look much better once I fill in around too. So trust the process, right? I keep hearing people say that. Trust the process. It's true. But it is going to be beautiful. And I mean, yeah, love it. So I was working on that for about 5 days, which is the same as I do for my WIPGO calls. It seems to be kind of my comfort zone, 5 days worth of work. The next one I've been working on is my Jelly World. I know you guys have seen this so many times from so many people, and yet, honestly, it's kind of cool how people are working in different pieces. I've seen a lot of people who are just kind of going from one side to the other and filling in all the holes. You can tell that is not me. There are holes up in there all over the place. This is 19,094 stitches. Can you believe that? 19,094. That's 21% of the total design because you can see it only goes to here. And 63% of this first section, which I've hit 3 of the 4 corners of this first section. So it really just goes to about there. So not a whole ton left and another month until we get that last section. So I'm feeling really great about this. I'm keeping up. I just love the colors in this, the shading. This is one of those ones that when you're doing it all close up, you're all close and you're looking at it like this and it's like, I don't know about this. But when you pull it back, it all suddenly makes sense and it's gorgeous and it's amazing. So I'm so happy I chose that. I'm so happy I decided to do this stitch along. And I can't believe I'm keeping up still. So unlike me. All right, the last thing I've been working on, well, almost last, Pirates of the Caribbean. I know, I love this. It's stupid, but I love it. It's, I finished his face. There's only a couple little spots down in his chin, just a couple little spots that need to be finished off, and then his face is basically done. Next, I'm going to kind of move and get in some of this. Maybe work on this for another day or two. This is 30,101 stitches. That's 12.9% of total. How crazy is that? Yeah. Again, another one that sometimes you just have to take a break and stand back. And then it's like, wow. I'm just loving how it's turning out. And it's right next to me. I'm in my office, right next to me at my desk so that I can work on it all the time. All right, so I've only got one more thing to talk about, and that is stash. I was a bad girl. Not really though. Thread Geeks was having a sale. And I found Thread Geeks recently. I've got a couple charts from them that I'm going to kit up before too long because I love them. Sorry, need some water. Okay, so they were having a sale on kits that were going to be discontinued. So I went in and I found this. And I actually had to fight myself and say, you can only have one. So I got this Starry Hogwarts, which I just love. Okay, I love Starry Night, first of all, and I love Harry Potter. So I just thought this was great. This is going to be a nightmare to stitch. I'm just going to say that like from the get-go, okay? This kit is 18 count white Ada, which made me cry just a little bit. That's a lot of black I'm going to have to stitch. And you can see how much thread is included. This is all done up beautifully though. It's on cards with numbers. These are so well done, these kits. So really, I definitely recommend. So after I went in there and I found that and decided I'm going to buy that, I went back a day or two later and this one was still there. So I bought it to the Hunger Games. And isn't it beautiful? It's basically Katniss coming out of the book. I just think it's so pretty. And I have a Hunger Games problem. So had to have it. This one is on black 18 count Ada. And then the minute it arrived, I had to start. So here we are. This is where I am. I have 1,216 stitches left, which is laughable compared to some of the others. That's 3.9%. These colors are just gorgeous. I mean, just look at that. Beautiful. A few things I need to sing the praises of Thread Geeks. I bought those 2 days apart from the UK, fully knowing I paid shipping for both. And honestly, I should. I bought them separately. The next day, she refunded my shipping on the second one and shipped them both together, which I just thought was the nicest thing because she did not have to do that. She would be well within her right to send them separately. I don't know how much stuff she's trying to send out, you know. She might have had a lot of stuff to do. So I was not expecting that at all. So that was amazing. The other thing, when you buy a kit from Thread Geeks and it comes with the chart, you can email her once it ships and say, hey, can I get the PDF for Pattern Keeper? And she'll send it right away. So before these had actually arrived physically in my mailbox, I had the PDFs loaded into Pattern Keeper and ready to go. So that was very cool. Check out Thread Geeks if you haven't, because honestly, wonderful small business and wonderful lady. And the customer service was honestly amazing. I really didn't expect that. And it came in like 3 days from the UK to the US, which believe me, out here in Colorado, that does not happen a lot. A lot of times things take extra long to get to us because it has to go to California or New York first to come into the country. And then it comes to us in the middle of the country. So it can take a while. So that was just a really great experience. And I'm so excited for it. So that's all I have today. If you've made it this far, thank you. I appreciate it. Been watching all your videos and I love seeing what everybody's doing. So please keep on making those videos and give me a like, leave me a comment if you have any questions, if there's anything you want to see, please do. I read them all and I love them very much. So thank you and happy stitching.